Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video talking about some newly shown items shown from Marvel Legends. This time we have a 2-pack featuring Scarlet Witch and the Vision from Avengers Infinity War. So this is quite exciting. This is actually just kind of found on retail, which is surprising considering we've never seen this pack before. It was a rumored pack, but we had never seen it, you know, so it is very interesting to see that our first images of it come from on the shelves. So this is quite exciting. So first of all, starting off with Scarlet Witch here, I do believe that this is just a repaint. I can't really see any differences in the sculpt itself. There might be very small details, but from what I can tell, this is just a repaint. The head sculpt even looks the same, and I kind of am getting that based on the hair. The hair is shaped the same way, so I do believe that that's the same head sculpt as well. Obviously, the hair is painted lighter to more reflect her hair color from Infinity War as opposed to Civil War. Overall, though, you know, that's an excellent figure that I was one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures of the year when that one came out, and the head sculpt is really accurate to Elizabeth Olsen. So although you know, it's nothing special since it's just a repaint, it's a repaint of a very good sculpt. So I really can't complain too much because the original one is pretty perfect on its own. She comes with some extra accessory pieces, though. They're like magical using hands. It looks like those can be kind of wrapped around her arms. I think that looks very cool. That's something that did need an update. The original one, the single-carded one, had really bulky ones, as you can see there, and they just didn't look very natural. These are a lot more minute and, you know, subtle in their approach, which I think is definitely more fits the figure and you know, will more complement the figure instead of making it look like she's holding two goofy toy accessory magical effects. Now, talking about the much more interesting characters, obviously Vision. Vision is the one character that we've been waiting for, like the one hero from the MCU that we really haven't received. He's been in 2 films, and he's obviously in the upcoming 3rd film. So it's obviously it's a shame that it took 3 films for us to finally get a figure. However, we're going to finally get that figure. And as you can see, it does look excellent. It's going to be 100% new sculpt. There's lots of detailing in the Vision costume, so I'm sure that will be reflected here via sculpting. Although I can't necessarily see it just from this image, but I'm sure that it's actually there, so that's very cool. He does look rather thin, but I don't mind it too much. It looks a little odd. Maybe when he's standing up against some other male figures, he'll look like really skinny, but from what I can see here, he looks pretty decent, so maybe just have him bulked up a little bit. However, it's not the end of the world. It looks like he's going to have some great articulation, though. That the ab crunch there looks like it's pretty extreme. I feel like he's going to be able to crunch really far forward, really far back. As far as his cape, it's a little hard to see from this image just because it's not the clearest image, but I believe that the cape is cloth, which is great, and that's something that's kind of surprising. I wouldn't have expected that, so that's very cool. So I think that he's got a cloth cape, which is awesome. He's got 2 sets of hands, one kind of open using, you know, like his power, I guess. Although he doesn't like shoot anything from his hand, so I'm not 100% sure what you can do with those. Those will be great for poses of like Proxima Midnight ripping out his stone from his head or something like that. That would be those are great hands for that type of pose. Then he comes with a pair of fists, which look nice. I do have the what was it? It was like a knockoff version of Vision that, you know, a lot of people were purchasing just so that they can fit him in their collection and take Civil War pictures and everything. And I bought that one. It's actually a really solid figure. Like, as a knockoff, it's actually really well made. So yeah, I've been enjoying that for pictures and things. But it is time to definitely get an official Hasbro version, and therefore we'll have better articulation, just be better quality in general. The head sculpt does look pretty nice from what I can see from this photo. So overall, this is a nice 2-pack. Had Scarlet Witch just been released on her own without a Build-A-Figure piece, I wouldn't be purchasing her. But now it looks like I'm kind of forced to in order to get Vision, which is a shame. But still, I am happy that we are finally getting Vision. I certainly expected that we would get him, you know, in like a single-carded wave. So it looks like that's not going to be the case. However, there's still a way to purchase him, so cannot complain. Let me know what you guys think of this new 2-pack featuring Scarlet Witch and Vision from Infinity War, and thanks so much for watching.